Hey!
Hey guys.
Welcome back to Table Talk. We're a little festive today. It is Halloween this week.
Pre-Halloween festivities.
You figure, why not? So we got little ears and hats and stuff on. Little smoky eyes for the Halloween and stuff. So,
Welcome back everyone.
Yes.
To another episode of Table Talk Live. Y'all like our
They better.
So today's topic.
Yeah, today we was, of course, y'all already know, relationships.
Mm-hmm.
We just love to help everyone out and help out ourselves, because this is therapy for us too, believe it or not.
Right.
So today, because it's Halloween, we wanted to discuss the scary side of the relationship. The things people don't like to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the raw side. So, I guess we'll let people come on in.
Come on in. Share the video. Come on through. Too bad we don't have a cauldron, something smoky.
We
you know?
tried.
It's got a little smoky eyes.
I tried, but we got little spider webs on the tables.
This looks a little mysterious.
Well, thank
I
you.
guess it switches up, you know, you can use that whatever.
That's really bones from my exes. Those are my exes' bones.
Okay, so let's get started.
Okay.
So we're talking about the scary side of relationships. And that is very general, you know.
It
We like to
is.
keep it general. We like to be able to give some feedback. I would like to give a shout out to this week's semi-sponsor.
Yes.
She came up with this topic, and I thought it was a great topic for Halloween.
Mhm.
It is Lanille Moon. Hey
Lanille.
And if y'all can, please go check out her business page, which is The Special Event Factory, or Lanille. If you are here, please put your business at in the comments. But she does decor, she does holiday decor, and she does event decorations, florals. Okay, her florals are to die
They are.
for.
They are
okay, they are
excellent.
bomb. So she will be sponsoring us next month as well, and she's going to create a whole festive table for us.
I can't wait.
She's so good. So please,
Yeah.
y'all go check her out.
Yeah, make sure y'all go check that out, because girl be doing her thing.
She's doing her thing. So,
All
the
right, so
scary side of relationships.
Let's
what
jump
you got?
into it. I mean, like, again, it's so broad. It can be so many different things. So, I think fighting, I think, is like kind of scary in a relationship, because a lot of people, they don't know how to fight. For one,
That's true.
some people just be hitting below the belt.
Mm-hmm.
And also not standing up for yourself in a relationship, because I guess you have that fear of that person walking away.
That's a good point.
You know, so
Fighting is a big one. I feel like that's like the obvious fighting physically, verbally, and like you said, people
All that
can't
kind of
stand up
stuff.
for themselves, you know. And it's like, what is? I don't know, because fighting is like, there's a lot of different ways to fight. If you're in a relationship, you're gonna fight.
you're going to
Period.
disagree.
Point blank. Y'all
Right.
are two different people from two different backgrounds,
Yes,
raised
ma'am.
differently, have different values
And beliefs of how everybody don't have the same idea of how relationships are supposed to go. Like, I might not think what works for you works for me. You know what I mean? And everybody grew up they seeing their mom or dad, they observed some kind of relationship, I guess, in some sort of way they observed it. So they all come to the table with different expectations and different beliefs and ideas and issues. So we come with the other person, it's just like, wow.
Yeah,
You know, like,
and
I
it's
don't
hard.
even know. Yeah.
It's hard to get on the same page with somebody. It takes years to even understand a person. So when you fight in the beginning, and you know what, I wanted to bring up Red Table Talk with
Yes.
Will Smith and Jada. Did you watch that episode?
I watched a little bit of it.
It was so good. Okay, and it's a two-parter, so we're gonna go back. I think on Monday they come on. But one of the things that stood out to me, and it's really good with this topic, is that in the beginning, like in the beginning of their relationship, Will set the standard. First of all, Will grew up in an abusive household. So in the beginning, I guess, you know, getting to know each other, Jada said something to him in a room full of people and cussed at him, like said, "Shut the F up," or something like that. And like immediately
That triggered something.
It triggered him, and he took her to the side, which is the respectable thing to do because it's easy to go from 0 to 100.
Yes.
And he told her, listen, you know, if you can't respect the fact that we won't curse at each other, we're not going to raise our voice at each other, you know, this has to be established right now.
Right.
And so her not understanding him and where he came from, she kind of like brushed it off,
right.
you know. But he was so serious that he was like, well, get out. Like, get out of my house right now in front of all of these people. You're going to have to get out because I already know that my relationship is not going to take a turn to be physical.
Right.
And it's so easy.
It's easy.
Depending on who you're dealing with, you don't know what you're dealing with. You press the wrong button with somebody, and they will. Yeah. They don't know how to control themselves. So I thought that was really deep, and the fact that they said their whole relationship until like recently, I think she cussed at him. He said no cussing, no raising our voice. Right. You know, if we have a disagreement, we need to step away from the situation and come back. Right. And I think that's really, really powerful.
I think that was important too, because a lot of people again don't set those boundaries in a relationship. So y'all gonna come. You're gonna reveal. You know, one day somebody's gonna reveal that either they passed or you know some kind of trauma they went through, or you know. So it's gonna come out. Not saying they hiding who they really are, but it comes out, and it takes that little.
The wrong switch that day.
And then that's it. Your head is busted.
And ain't no. It's true. And it's like it's a shame because you don't know what that trigger is, but it's good that, and that's why it's so respectable from Will, because he knows like my temper, and I've seen it my whole life. I watched my mother get beat up my whole life, and I'm not going down that path. So if you start pushing me in that direction,
what do you think is going to happen?
I gotta back up from you. You know.
And then there's some people out there that be provoking. You know, situations like that, you know, and I don't, maybe some do it purposely, you know,
which one?
Provoking in a relationship, because they want to see how far they can push that person to, whereas, you know what I mean, it's like,
or they think that the person not going to do nothing, because that's a big one too, like,
but that's like right there, it's like you're egging me. It's like, what do you want me to do? I know a lot of people like that. And I've actually been in a situation like that. But another thing I was gonna say, because you had said something about we were talking about Will. You said something about the fear, whatever. I was gonna say people install fear into their partner so that they don't. You know what I mean?
Push them.
And I've been in a situation like that where they try to not really manipulate, but really install fear into you, so that I guess that's the way they control the situation, because they're so used to, you know what I mean? It's just
being in control and having power. And it's like when you see clues like that, and I'm telling you, and it, like you said, it goes both ways. And not saying it's only a man, because sometimes women be the one to be physical, you know, and a man is the one getting beat up. So you just never know in that situation. But there's lots of scary aspects to a relationship. I feel like in general, like up front, letting your heart open is scary. Especially if you've been hurt before, if you've been betrayed. You know, to be able to trust somebody is.
I was just about to say, being open and being,
hey girl,
there she go. But just being open, completely honest with the person. A lot of people are unable to do that. You know what I mean? And I don't understand it. You know,
I mean, well, people they got pasts. You know,
but it's so. I mean, eventually, again, it's going to reveal itself. Like, I figured you just be open for being like, because it's things that people will never discuss. Like, they will never open up in a relationship, and you be like, that's something I should have known. Like, if you was checked into a fucking Mr. Institute, tell me about that. Don't just be
a mental institute.
You're mental. You're ill. You know, I should know that.
Prescribed some kind of
medication.
If you've been diagnosed with.
If you've been filing for bankruptcy since you was 12. I should probably know. You know, it's like little stuff like that.
And big stuff, even finances, bankruptcy.
Yes.
I'm gonna need to know that. That's scary.
I need to know.
But people keep a lot of things to themselves, especially in a relationship, especially up front. Oh, let's see. Y'all share the video if you care. Please share, and we're gonna start reading some comments. Let's see who's in here, who's checking in.
Okay. Of course, we got Devon.
I'm calling him Devin.
I'm calling him what you call him.
I call him Devin. Devin is the one that I thought it was.
In
His name
Hawaii?
is Devin. Yeah.
Is that you?
No, that's not him. No, that's
I
not
figured
him.
that was him. Okay.
Devin.
So we got Devin here. Hey, he said, "Hey, ladies, y'all look cute."
Thank
you. We tried. Who else we got?
Loretta.
Mm-hmm. We got K Poppy. K Poppy. Mitchell Ames. Hey guys.
Yeah, hey guys. Okay, so let's see some comments. Most people.
Okay. What he said. Most people can relate to being on one side or the other of these feelings, desperately worrying about. I can't read the whole. Okay, worrying about being either in or out of a relationship.
So explain that.
I'm trying to see what he said myself.
He was looking at me. I'm like, what did he say?
I read it. You had to break it down.
There's roles here.
That's
okay,
hilarious.
wait. What most people can relate to being on one side or the other of these feelings, desperately worrying about being either in or out of a relationship. I guess maybe the trust part. I don't remember. It was probably.
Let's see if did he say anything else before that? That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta elaborate a little bit more.
So another thing we have on fear and the scary part of relationship, becoming parents. That's a good one.
Yes. That is fearful.
Mm-hmm.
No one who to have a child with.
And you snatched that right out of my... Because I was thinking about that earlier, like... And even opening yourself up to that. Some people don't even...
Right. Just because y'all have good sex doesn't mean that you guys will have a bomb relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it don't.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because you got to be able to trust this person. Like, you got to be...
And connect on other levels besides just intimate.
That's what I'm saying. So the sex is not going to do it, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people just going, oh, he got the bomb.
Yeah, and then after that's over with, when, you know, he's doing X, Y, and Z, or y'all don't connect on nothing else.
No.
Like, what's left? And after a while, that ain't... I mean...
Everybody got a D.
Yeah, that too. And I'm saying after a while, you be with somebody for years and years, the D is not a motivating, driving factor anymore.
Sure.
So then what? Then y'all just sitting there looking at each other like,
yeah.
After a while, the D wears off.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, what else is there to connect y'all?
Right.
Yeah. So, but yeah, being parents is like, first of all, I feel like not enough people are scared of that. Like, scared of who you mating with, because people just be mating with anybody, and it's like it's too easy to make a baby.
That's the thing. I don't think they go into it thinking they're gonna have a child. They're just having unprotected sex, and it's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just like, ma'am, either one or the other's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah. And then once
it's
a baby ain't never gonna go nowhere, and then you stuck with this person who God only knows, you know, what headaches. And it's like you don't realize, and especially like younger people, they don't realize the amount of stress and agony and
that comes into being a parent.
And they just be out here just slanging it with everybody. And it's like, even men, it's like you got to deal with every one of the. Did you see that? What episode was it? Was it Dr. Phil? And he had like 30 baby mothers.
I seen that on Ayanla.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're not scared of this? That's something you need to be scared about, is procreating.
No, that boy was serious about having all them children.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, every last one. He didn't take care of none of them either.
Mm-hmm.
How do he feel as a man?
I don't know. That's the point. It's like you need to be scared about who you laying down with and who you creating with. Because it takes 2 seconds to create, and then you got a lifetime full of stress, drama, and everything else that come along with it.
What about we gotta talk about finances, because that can be a scary thing in a relationship.
All of that?
Scary.
It can.
So spending money that we don't have. Trying to I guess
keep up with the Jones.
Not even that, but
I feel like money really don't come into it until like marriage, though. I mean, it should come
in the beginning. Y'all going on dates.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But at that point, y'all not connected. You know, there's nothing really tying you to that person. You can go on. I'm saying after you get married, finances
after
become
the commitment, marriage too. But people that's in relationships that's not married, because a lot of people are not married, but they still dating. They've been in a relationship. They living together. They sharing responsibilities, and that can be a strain. You know what I mean? But one person like to buy $500 jeans, and the other one's paying all the damn bills.
Thrifting.
That's dirty.
And then like even your credit, like when you go into, and it's funny because we've been watching Dave Ramsey. So funny. This is grown stuff like Dave Ramsey. Like what's going on? But apparently credit is just not really a good thing to have. Period. Just because credit is just saying how well you pay your debts. Like, you know, it's just like, yes, we need sort. That's a whole nother topic.
Yeah,
but like when you go into a relationship and you have bad credit, or you have like bankruptcies, or you have, you know, like some people want a certain type of lifestyle, and you can't have that certain type of lifestyle with a certain type of financial background. And so it's like, what do you say to a person, like when you're dating? You know, that's like a big thing. Like when you're dating, how do you go about?
I think in the dating stage, you want to just monetize how that person spends their money. Because I think that's a big flag for you. It's like, okay, this person likes to shop every check.
Yeah, that's true.
Or is this person, you know, saving and they got money for a rainy day? They're not calling you, asking you for this and the third. I mean, that's just something that it is like an eye opener. It's like, okay, I know. Well, he handling his business. I ain't got to worry about, you know, me picking up his slack or anything like that. If we was to move in together, or if we was to get married, or whatever the situation is, but I think finance is big.
It is, and it is scary. And what about people who are not financially responsible? Do you just like kind of throw them out? Like, what if you are in love with somebody, or you know, because honestly, like. The goal, and not even saying everybody's goal is not to be married, but eventually, you know, when you're with someone, obviously sometime you're going to procreate or something, so your lives are going to mesh. So it's like, what about if you're in a situation with somebody
a bum?
Not a bum, but somebody who's just not financially responsible? Like, how do you?
You gotta teach them. You know, you gotta work on it. That's the only thing I can say. Work on it. If you want to, you know, you don't have to. But I would say if you love the person and you want to be with the person, go ahead and teach them.
Because, you know, a lot of people say marriage is a business. It's like a business. I mean, not saying there's no intimacy in a marriage, but at some point you're building. Like, that's the point of having a marriage. Like, you plus you
having
equals
a partner,
bigger.
Right. Having that partner. So, I mean, I'm helping you get to your place in life and you're helping me get to my place in life. That's different than somebody just being financially irresponsible. Like, I don't want to deal with anything like that. You know, it's like, so you ain't going to get a job at all. You ain't trying. Right. Or like, our future, because we are together and potentially.
You're not saving no gold.
Not. I said you was reckless. You said you was reckless. But, yeah, I guess, finance can go a long way. I mean, because for some women, they believe that it is a man's responsibility to just take care of the household, and they don't want to work at all. And men believe that that's their place as well. You know what I mean? And so that's why some men, and I was looking at something, I forgot what it was, but it was the situation where a couple was dating for a year and a half, and a lady, she wanted to be married so bad, and the guy, you know, he loved her, but I don't think he was really ready for marriage. And she kind of gave him an ultimatum, like, either you're gonna propose and we're gonna do this thing, or you ain't serious, I'm out. And I think they were just looking at the situation differently. She was making it seem like he wasn't, you know, if he's not ready right now, I'm out. That don't mean he don't love you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, what if he only had $5,000 saved up and he got to spend the whole thing on your ring? Now he got to wait.
But then that's so like materialistic too. Like, I know everybody has different values. To me, I mean, if your goal in life, or your goal with this man is to be married and have a family, and he can't provide a $10,000 ring for you.
Well, no, I'm not saying that.
Oh, okay.
That's not what I was just saying. Like, if he's not where he needs to be financially, there's no way he's gonna want to even marry you. He wants to be ready because he knows he's got to take care of you. Right. That's what a man is supposed to do: protect, provide, and culture. It's no way I'm gonna get into marriage knowing I can't provide for this woman. Why would I set you up like that? Yeah. You're gonna be pissed at me. I'm gonna be mad at myself, and we're gonna end up breaking up. You know what I mean? Because y'all not feeding each other. You know what I mean? I think he has to be ready. Yeah. You know, just as well as you got to be ready. You just.
But what about somebody who has ambition, or like, you know, not necessarily take care of you? Because I mean, some women could take care of themselves, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like, well, I guess the scary part is if neither one of y'all could take care of
Each other?
yeah, or yourself. Y'all just don't need
Y'all
to
just
be.
still living with your parents
Right.
and they shacking up in the basement.
And I don't think there's nothing wrong with living with your parents, though. If you have a goal.
I'm not doing that.
No, what, by yourself?
No, shacking up with
Like, oh, your parents.
your husband. Like, if I'm married, I'm not gonna live with my mom or his mom.
If y'all have like a 2-year plan or a 5-year plan to pay off all your debt and buy a house.
Nope.
Oh, well, some people would. I
Yeah.
would, you know, because I'm like, if we're saving something or if we are, if parents, I would let my children stay there. And Dre may be like, oh, hell no. But if there's a goal, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just be staying here and not doing nothing with yourself. But if there's a goal, anyway, we all off topic.
I know. I was about to say we are all over the place, but y'all get what we're
Yeah.
trying to say. But yeah, that is true. Come on, gonna be married.
Yeah, I
His
mean,
wife
but if
and
you
kids,
see that,
you gonna
if you
come
see
stay
that
with me?
Kamar is a hard working man, right? And he's just like, I just need 2 to 3 years to save up so that we could buy our house. You wouldn't let him stay there?
Depends on how big the house is.
All right, moving right along. Let's see our comments. Devin.
Whoever.
You're gonna have to correct us one of these
I
days.
know.
He says, one of the hardest parts about financial conversations with your romantic partner is that money is such an emotionally loaded topic. It's really easy to get angry and judgmental. It's also easy to shut down because of your own money shame. That is very
That's
true. Like, if you're not in a,
Mhm.
it's a touchy topic, because if you feel like you're not in a position that would be attractive to someone else, how do you tell somebody that, like, I'm just like, my credit is bad, I'm a bad spender? Because some people are just, they haven't been educated in their lives, you know, their parents didn't know how to push them towards good finances.
Right.
So it's like, you know, what do? You just been irresponsible your whole life, and like, you know, you're still a good person. I don't mean you're a bad person, but like, it's shameful, you know.
I mean, but
It
what
could be.
what are they doing in that situation? Are they working? Like, are they paying their bills, or they just what they got? It depends on what they got going on.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, there's a
know?
lot of topics. There's another scary aspect that I wanted to kind of touch on a little bit, because we almost done. Damn, this 30 minutes be going by
It do.
quick. But the other scary thing that I was I was speaking to one of my friends about, and she knows somebody whose wife suddenly, well, I don't know if she but she passed away, and she left behind a 3-year-old baby. And this happens so often, and it's something that we don't really think about too much, you know, because it's like, you young, you think that, you know, you're gonna be here forever. And I think about that all the time, honestly, like with my husband, and like, just imagining, like, you
Being
so
there
used,
without-
yes,
yeah.
and being there without somebody, you so used to having that's like your right hand, you know. And it's like, thinking about that and just preparing for that, you know, if things should happen.
Yeah, make sure y'all got life insurance, child.
Life insurance, your will, what do you want to happen with your children when you're gone? You know, y'all need to talk about stuff like that. And even me, like, I'm not, you know, telling nobody else, but even like in our situation, we need to come up with these things, you know, because it's like, then you leave the other person to kind of figure it out when you're gone, you know? And people don't really think about that, because it's like, you're going to be
Everybody
here
think
forever.
they're gonna be here forever.
But it's like, oh my God, I can't even imagine. But it's stuff like, you just never know.
Yeah,
I think about
just
death a
because
lot.
people are at a certain age, y'all in your 20s, y'all feel like that it don't apply. It does. Again, you know, we just lost a little cousin, 23, 24 years old. They people, I mean, it happens.
Yeah, every single
It
day.
is out the blue. Like, you can't even prepare for something like that. So, yeah, that is scary.
It's super scary, especially when you have children. You know, oh God, I just can't even imagine. And like, knowing what you are to your children, what you are to your partner, it's like, you need to make sure you have some type of plan. Like, you know,
unless you got a skate that moves on right after you're gone, not even warm in the ground yet.
yeah,
Done seen that happen.
That's
Oh, sorry.
just catching. I cannot. Okay, but
In the club, the day of the
oh
damn
my
funeral.
gosh. But yeah, so that's scary as well. So it's something that you need to keep on your radar. Let's see, Thomas Montgomery. Thank y'all for watching. Please share.
It's time to go, right?
It is almost time to go, but no, I was just saying share.
Oh, not yet.
Not yet.
We got a
okay,
team,
so
y'all. I don't know if y'all know.
So Thomas Montgomery says it's a shame that when the both of them are in slavery mentality of their own selfish righteousness, ways of not getting no justice or freedom to be able to defend for
self when a judgment comes to him or her or his family's life. But our Negroes, what?
I can't. I don't know what he's talking about. It's long, but
he sounds upset.
Which means that these relationships will not be able to make it or be free from their own selfish righteousness ways towards their own children. He was replying to Devin. Okay, what's another scary thing we got?
Okay. Well, we talked about that. Let's flip this around.
Gotta have notes.
Y'all like our cups? I don't know. We that festive and stuff. I guess that can be. No, that's not really scary.
What?
Let me see
I feel like everything in a relationship is scary because you just never know what the other damn person.
I guess this was a good one. Just knowing when to cut your losses, like just knowing when
that's
it's over.
That's a good one. That's
because
good.
some people just don't know how to let go or know when to say goodbye.
Because people are scared of being alone as well.
Scared of being alone. That's the worst. That is
very common. And it's. I mean, I feel like. In every situation, you could be single and scared to be alone. You could be in a relationship and scared to be alone. You could be in a marriage and scared to be alone. You know, It's like, who are you without someone?
But that's crazy because you got to be comfortable with yourself before you are able to be in a relationship and be able to love somebody else. Like I just figured, hey, I had read something. Jesus Lord, when, it'll come to me.
Okay.
It'll definitely come.
Yeah.
But I guess y'all, when y'all need to be gentle, be kind, y'all, be honest. Let these people know what y'all be doing in this relationship.
Are just scary and the whole thing. You know what? Sometimes me and my husband we talk about like, even if you're in a relationship for a long period of time, right? This and my husband, the line of work that he was in previously was like he saw the worst of people. You know, like the absolute worst of people. So me coming in being this like. You know, there's nothing, and I'm not saying that I've never done anything wrong, but I'm a very loyal person. I'm a very honest person. And just like, you know, with him seeing the worst of people, it was really hard for us, especially in the beginning. Like, my relationship, you know, now we're in a little bit better place because he knows me better. I know him better. But, like, in the beginning, boy, was it rough, you know? So even just opening yourself up in general and, you know, when he sees all these bad people, then he just assumes that everyone's bad, you know? And me, I'm like the total opposite. I haven't seen any bad people.
And that's crazy because then you got to try to keep kind of
proving yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
So who you are to this person because they are in this whole trance that everybody's bad.
But it was a valid, you know, not saying that everyone is bad, but I can understand the feeling of not trusting people, especially when that's what you see constantly. It's like, I get it, you know? Yeah, it sucks in a relationship because it's like, dang, you know, and I'm just who I am. I'm bubbly. I talk to everybody. I'm friendly, you know, and so that could be looked at. And because, I mean, even with people that are good people, you could be in a relationship for a long period of time and still somebody is doing something. You know, it happens every day.
People like to.
And you just never know. Somebody could hide what they doing to a T. And you would never know. And it's like, how do you even trust somebody to, like, not be being like that? Or being shady, being sneaky, you know? It's hard.
I got a little hair.
So you in that relationship, and it's like, how do you let your guard down? It's scary to let your guard down.
Right,
you know?
right.
So.
And that's the thing, when you get into a relationship, a lot of people just get too much too soon.
Yeah.
You know, so when they end up being hurt in a relationship, you know, that leads to them being nervous for the next person and being able to trust and let their guards down. But it's just like, you should just take your time, boo-boo. Slow it down, take your time. You got time. We got all the time. We got all the time. We just saying we ain't got all the time.
Right.
But what I'm saying is you don't have to give too much to that person too soon. You know what I mean? Because then that's when you take the fan.
Yep. Well, it looks like we have come to the end of the road for the day.
That was pretty fast.
But we did want to mention, so we did have a sponsor for this video, and we will have a sponsor for next month. So we're going to start doing sponsorships. If you are interested in having an advertisement, if you have any products or services that you would like for us to mention on Table Talk Live, please inbox us, because we are very excited about this special opportunity. And we definitely want to share and expose other, businesses. And just spread the word.
Yes, y'all. Make sure y'all, because we gonna have it going this season.
I know. So hopefully y'all are tuned in. Y'all are sharing. We're trying to grow.
And whatever it is, like we whatever the business is, it don't matter. I mean, as long as it's legal.
Mm-hmm.
We need something, a lawful object. We don't need anything that's illegal. Can't promote the crap. But yeah, we gonna just inbox us, and we'll get to y'all, and whatever y'all need, we got y'all.
Yep. And if you have show ideas, or if you have topics that you would like for us to discuss, please just inbox us, and we will definitely get around.
We're gonna respond to y'all. But we gotta get out of here right now.
Thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in this week, and I guess we'll catch you guys
next Sunday, 8 o'clock. Make sure y'all be there or be squats.
Bye, guys.
We got a new team.